Welcome back, Art Slugs. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 things you should draw and why. Number 1, triangles. Triangles are one of the greatest things to draw, and you why? Triangles are such a simple shape. They're so simple, all right? You can draw a regular triangle, a cute triangle. You can go all kinds of weird triangles, all right? They're fun to draw, and you can get a little more complicated with them, all right? And they're good for understanding line, point, hand coordination, all kinds of great areas in that. Number 2. The second thing that is fun to draw, and I think you should draw, all artists should really draw, are hearts. Hearts are a very fun and loving thing to draw. And no, I'm not talking about the gross, realistic looking hearts. I'm talking about the cute shape hearts. You can draw hearts. They're fun, they're easy, they're very appealing, and they like to make you think of that certain special someone. Am I right? Oop, too close. Back off, bro. Number 3. Number 3, fruit. Fruit is a great thing because there are all kinds of shapes that fruit come in. So if you start practicing on drawing fruit, you can get all on color, shapes, and you can get really good. And if you get good enough, you can gift a picture of fruit to your mother. It's true. Women love this kind of stuff for some reason. You know, I've done it with, my mother loves chickens and eggs, so I drew this picture of eggs. Gifted to her one year. A few years later, I got better, drew a bunch of piles of eggs, gave it to her again. She loved it. You can do the same thing with fruit. Number 4, chibis. Chibis are a fun thing to draw, and you really should draw chibis, for chibis are the greatest way to feel better when you think your art sucks. Sometimes I go through a phase where I'm trying to draw something, I'm trying to get it in detail, and it keeps looking bad and bad and bad. And sometimes to take a break, I draw little chibis. Chibis are so simple, they're so cute, and they're meant to look weird. So even when you do a little off and you're like, well, this one looks kind of fat, this one looks like too skinny, but chibis are meant to look all kinds of weird shapes. So they're very fun, and it just opens up your mind, right? And gives you a little break when you're trying to draw something detailed. Sometimes I just need a break and I'm like, I love drawing chibis. All right, they're very easy, and if it's like, well, I don't know how to draw a chibi, well, you can simply go on YouTube, watch people say, look, Art, how to draw chibis, and you can find so many artists. If you look up Mark Crilly did really good chibis. His way to draw chibis, you just follow the tutorials, you're like, wow, drawing chibis are so much easier than I thought. Of course they are. They are so easy, all right? And they're so much fun to draw. So there's something I think you should draw, and that is why. All right. Number 5. I got it right here on this list. Number 5, you need to draw Among Us. Among Us? What? How'd that get in there? Sus. All joking aside, Among Us, you gotta draw Among Us eventually. Everyone has to draw at least one. I mean, come on, it's a walking tic-tac. You gotta draw it. Number 6 thing you should draw, Snow White in a snowstorm. Well, hear me out. If you've never drawn Snow White in a snowstorm, it is the easiest thing to do. Let me show you mine for a second. Look at this. Look at the detail I was able to get into this drawing. So easy, so natural. Look at the symmetry. Look at that. Look at the circles. Look at the perfect lines. And look, the best part, it's not AI. If you haven't done it yet, you need to do it now. Number 7, cute little clouds. Why cute little clouds? Because they're easy and they're cute and it's fun. And when you're doing art, you gotta know to have fun. There's time to take breaks from what you're working on and draw something very simple and super cute. So do cute little clouds. Number 9, all right, anime mouths. Why anime mouths? Because mouths are very important, all right? And anime mouths can be so simple as this, or they can be more detailed like this in My Hero Academia, where you can go into it. They create the emotion of your character. They help create the character so much. Part of the personality of your character is everything to do with the mouth. The mouth is everything, all right? There's things in drawings that you got to understand. When you draw a character, the eyes are so much, the eyebrows add emotion, the mouth, the nose, there's so much into it, all right? So mouth is one of the greatest areas to really portray emotion. When you want to get angry, happy, the joy, you want them to be serious, stern, everything, all right? The eyes do so much, mouths do even more, all right? And you don't notice. The thing about it is, people notice the eyes, right? If you put a joyous face and do angry eyes, they mess with each other. You need them to flow together. So working on the mouths is very important. And even if you do it some basic stuff. So I used to take pieces of paper and to draw all kinds of mouths, all right? And I like to get more exaggerated with some mouths because I think it's more fun. Number 10, stickmen. I mean, we all drawn stickmen when we were kids, and so it's kind of fun when you've gotten better to draw stickmen again. Why not draw stickmen? They're super cool. Who doesn't like stickmen? Stickmen fighting? Coolest thing ever. And as a bonus one, yep, that's right, you heard me, we have a bonus. All right, what you could draw and what you should draw. All right, your sister. Wait, don't jump too much. Think about it this way. Finally, you can portray your sister in a drawing that everyone can finally see how you see her. Like this. All right, thanks for watching. If you liked, like, subscribe, and comment down what you'd like to see me do another top 10 of.